Welcome to all of you. Myself R.K. Jha. Today we are going to discuss on the very important topic for your GS portion, that is history, and particularly Indian history. Indian history covers a major part of the GS, of the civil service. History is very important and very interesting subject. As you know that without knowing history, our life become meaningless. So we must know about the history. History is not only subject, it is also the life science. And we are discussing today on the Indian history. As you know that Indian history covers a major portion of the GS for civil service. As you know that the Indian history can be divided into three parts: ancient history of India, medieval history of India, and modern history of India. Then today we are going to discuss on the modern history and a very relevant topic that is important for your prelims and mains both, and that is very interesting topic, and that topic is the revolt of 1857. The revolt of 1857 at first we have to discuss on the nature of the revolt of 1857. Nature of the revolt of 1857. Under this topic, we have to discuss on three dimensions. At first dimension, the revolt of 1857 is the Sepoy Mutiny. And secondly, we have to discuss the revolt of 1857 is the First war of independence. And the thirdly, we have to discuss on the revolt of 1857 is a planned revolt. These are three dimensions of the nature of the revolt of 1857. At first, we have to discuss the revolt of 1857 is the Sepoy Mutiny. For this dimension, we are going to discuss the statement which was said by whom. For the support of the statement, the revolt of 1857 was a Sepoy Mutiny. This was said by Seeley and Sir Lawrence. They said that revolt was the Sepoy Mutiny because this revolt was started on 10th May 1857 from Meerut by the group of soldiers that was 3LC, and the other statement was said with the support of this statement. This revolt was started by Mangal Pandey. Mangal Pandey was the main hero of this revolt. As you know that Mangal Pandey was a soldier of 34th Native Infantry, 34th Native Infantry at Barakpur in Bengal. Mangal Pandey started this revolt at first on 29th March 1857. But Mangal Pandey was arrested by the British and then he was hanged on 10th April 1857. So the revolt was suppressed for some times. But when this revolt was started on 10th May 1857 by the soldiers of Meerut, and this revolt was continued till 1 year. So the starting date of this revolt was is known as on 10th May 1857, while Mangal Pandey started this revolt on 29th March. But that date is not recognized by the historian. Historian said that the starting date of this revolt was on 10th May 1857. Then we see the revolt was started, the soldiers. So these historians said that the revolt was a sepoy mutiny only. But we can describe the revolt that was not only sepoy mutiny, because a number of talukdars, jamindars, common persons and peasants participated in the revolt. As you know that more than 1.5 lakh people were killed who were revolted against the British authority, and most of the soldiers and common persons were related to the place of Meerut. So it is not rightly said that that was only sepoy mutiny. And then other dimension which was said by the historian is the first war of independence. First war of independence. This statement was said by V.D. Savarkar. At first, V.D. Savarkar was not only a historian, but also he was a great freedom fighter also. V.D. Savarkar wrote the book First War of Independence, which is the name of the book, and he said that this revolt was the first war of independence, and this statement was supported by a great historian, S.N. Sen. S.N. Sen. S.N. Sen said that this revolt was started to fight for religion, but it was ended for independence. So, it can be called the first war of independence. S.N. Sen explained this revolt in his book. The book name is 1857. It is the name of the book that was written by S.N. Sen. As you know that S.N. Sen is recognized as the historian of government. He is called government historian. And then the third dimension, before the third dimension, we will discuss on the other supporters, and he was R.C. Mazumdar. R.C. Mazumdar said that the revolt was neither first nor national and nor war of independence. Neither first nor national nor war of independence. R.C. Mazumdar said that the revolt was 1857 was not the first war of independence. He said before this revolt a number of revolts were held, as tribal revolts, civilian revolts, soldier revolts. As you know that the civilian revolts, the most important was Sannyasi revolt. Sannyasi revolt, which was started in 1763 and ended till 1800 in Bengal. This revolt is explained widely by Bankim Chand Chatterjee in his book Anandamath. And the Santhal revolt, which was the tribal revolt before 1857, the Santhal revolt was held in 1855 to 1856. Before this revolt, Sidhu Kanu was the leader of the Santhal revolt, and a number of other revolts were also held. A number of soldiers' revolt, as Revolt of Vellore, Revolt of Soldiers of Bengal. So it can't be said perfectly that the revolt was the first war of independence. And then he said it was not national. He said that the revolt of 1857 was not national revolt. For support of this statement, he said there was no any nationalism among the people at that time. All the revolters had only regional feeling. They didn't know about a united India. As Jhansi ki Rani said, झांसी को मैं नहीं, अंग्रेजों को नहीं लेने दूंगी. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. इंडिया को मैं नहीं लेने दूंगी. So it is not rightly said that it was the national revolt. A number of parts of India, as South India, this revolt was not impacted. And next, R.C. Majumdar said, War of Independence. It was not War of Independence. As you know that all the leaders of the revolt started to lead from their regions. No any leaders who were related to the national feeling.